How ironic is it that Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and the rest of the women on The View waste their time calling Republicans conspiracy theorists, but they have been routinely incorrect about almost everything they have ever said these last several years? The View is now in full-blown panic mode, and for a very good reason. Karoline Leavitt, the young, savvy, and unapologetic conservative firecracker, has just unleashed a legal bombshell so huge that ABC executives are scrambling for damage control. Karoline, unapologetic in her position, chastised The View for their ongoing misinformation and outright smears. "I am reporting facts that your co-hosts have said before," she asserted boldly. But before the discussion could proceed, the network hastily interrupted to a commercial break, an obvious sign that they were not ready for such blunt confrontation. The audience applauded her bravery, sensing the weight of her words. These women on The View are totally out of touch with reality, and ABC needs to take notice. The most surprising thing? Karoline didn't even have to set foot on their stage to take down their rhetoric. Following yet another tone-deaf tirade from Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin, Karoline didn't just clap back. She went nuclear. "We will call out the false news when they are false. We will call them out for their lies and slanders against President Trump. I can also tell the American people that they are going to be hearing directly from the leader of the free world," she declared firmly. The media had not given the American people the transparency they deserved, and Karoline indicated that those times were over. Now the backlash is so severe that rumors are circulating that ABC executives are working behind the scenes furiously to contain the damage. The View has compared President Trump to Hitler, ridiculed him, embarrassed him, and continually lied about him on their show. But the truth came home on November 6th when tens of millions of Americans showed they were not fooled by the overt propaganda. These hosts are totally isolated from most Americans, and ABC needs to take notice. ABC just spent $15 million with President Trump's future library, a huge victory for the American people. Now that they are so desperate to stop the bleeding, executives are allegedly in a state of panic, attempting to recover what is left of their reputation. But let's be realistic. This fiasco is not salvageable. While Whoopi Goldberg carries on with her classic form of spouting but no substance, droning on and giving nothing meaningful to the dialogue, American citizens do not follow along with these elitist women on The View. They are fantastically disconnected from the everyman issues facing the typical American, and in truth, they need to make a swift attempt at self-examination. So what did Karoline actually say that put Whoopi into complete meltdown mode? What left Joy Behar visibly shaken and Sunny Hostin for once speechless? The answer is easy. Karoline called them out on their hypocrisy, and they couldn't take it. She pointed out the hypocrisy of The View propagating unfounded conspiracy theories and criticizing others for doing the same. And you would think ABC, having just shelled out $15 million on a defamation lawsuit, would consider twice before spewing conspiracy theories about plots to assassinate. But I suppose that's too much to expect from The View, she said in a straightforward manner. She went even further when responding to outlandish allegations against Elon Musk. "Do you know of any plots by Elon Musk to shove President Trump down the stairs?" she was asked. "Absolutely not," she replied firmly. Before diving deeper into this chaotic takedown, it's important to recognize the magnitude of this moment. If you're tired of the media's misinformation, now is the time to stand up. Hit the like button and subscribe for more uncensored, no BS updates, because this is just the beginning. Karoline then turned the focus back to the real issues. "I am confident the media will highlight issues that are most important to the American people, issues that they voted for so overwhelmingly on November 5th. That's what President Trump is preoccupied with more than ever," she said. She then alluded to the imminent executive actions being unveiled on the first day of Trump's administration, actions which will make a direct impact to the daily lives of Americans. But The View committed an egregious error in believing they could go after Karoline Leavitt with impunity. In a recent show, they went all out against her just because she is a young, successful conservative female. Joy Behar, being as smug as ever, downplayed Karoline's intelligence, expertise, and political acumen by basing it all on her looks. "She was only hired because she's a 10 in Trump's eyes," Joy snarkily joked. Then stepped in Whoopi Goldberg, never one to allow facts to get in the way of her tirades. In her typical self-righteous tone, Whoopi insisted Karoline wouldn't even have a job if it weren't for wokeness. "Let me tell you something, because without that wokeness, you may not have that job. Women were not invited to that table," Whoopi insisted. The hypocrisy was breathtaking. The very same women who professed to support young professionals, particularly women, had just publicly diminished Karoline's career because they hate her politics. Karoline wasn't going to let this go. "The reason we struggled and labored so hard was to give the world an opportunity to hear us. Yet here we are, watching Whoopi lecture me about my own career," she shot back. Whoopi naturally attempted to frame it as a racial issue, arguing wokeness was needed for Black and Asian women to be able to access opportunities. But Karoline wasn't having it. Please, the media continues to spew dangerous rhetoric that has led to real-world violence against President Trump. If you're a mentally unstable individual, you'll believe the lies, and we've already seen the consequences, she stated. Before she could finish, ABC cut to a commercial break. The network clearly wanted to silence her, but the damage was already done. And then, in a viral, scorched earth video, Karoline openly exposed The View for what they really are, a group of bitter, out-of-touch elitists who only support women who agree with them. Joy Behar is the epitome of modern-day feminism, talking about empowering women while destroying any woman who doesn't meet their agenda. It's gross, she said. She didn't let up. Whoopi says I wouldn't have a job without wokeness? That's rich, given The View's entire panel is comprised of unqualified DEI hires. And Sunny Hostin? Sunny Hostin of all people wants to discuss privilege? Give me a break, Karoline mocked, and then she drove the knife home. The View doesn't want strong women. They want compliant women. I won't play their game. In a matter of minutes, her video became viral. Social media blew up. Hashtags such as "Yo, cancel The View" and "Karoline Leavitt owns The View" took over Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. ABC executives were now in complete crisis mode. The backlash has been devastating. Sponsors are said to be distancing themselves, rethinking their association with The View's poisonous, polarizing brand. Sources say ABC is now pleading with Karoline to withdraw her lawsuit before matters get further out of hand. Even The View's own viewers are turning on them. One viral post encapsulated it. The View teaches empowerment but ridicules any woman who doesn't conform to their agenda. Karoline Leavitt just revealed them for the imposters they are. At this juncture, the writing is on the wall. The View has been playing with fire for decades, but this time they might have finally burned themselves to ashes. The backlash is immense, the hypocrisy is clear, and ABC has a very real choice: clean house or cancel the show outright. Now it's your turn. Did The View finally cross the line? Is Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit the wake-up call the media so desperately needed? Will ABC really pull the plug on The View? Share your thoughts in the comments below and keep checking back for more breaking news.